Hello everyone, welcome to another NUSensei stream. Hello to my notification squad. How are we all tonight? I'm sure you're looking forward to another exciting stream with me, your favorite archery instructor. And it's going to be a very different stream tonight. So let's get the thing on. How are we? Are we well today? I hope that we are. So, I'm gonna do a few quick configurations. I think this should be working alright. If not, I'll get it sorted out. Excuse the headphones, I'm going to listen to something while I'm doing this. But, we're gonna have a very unique live stream. Because, today, I'm going to learn some archery. I want to say I've done some archery before, but I'm very excited to learn some archery from some real pros. Before that, I want to give a shout out to Raspberry Coke. This is apparently a special edition that is going to last quite a short while in Australia. It's being sold everywhere, from restaurants to your milk bars to your Coles or Woolworths. So this is actually pretty tasty. I like this much better than Coffee Coke. That was something. I might need some coffee coke after this. So, what am I doing tonight? Well, I've decided that I was a little bored and I want to look up some old things. Yes, we're open Saturday. So what I want to go through is an old case that I brought up a while ago. So if you have a look at some of my old videos, I'm going to point out something very quickly here. A while ago, I made a video covering a certain website and online service. And it was raised to me on Reddit, and there was an investigation that the users and I did, and we uncovered this possible scam. I won't show the website, but I'll show you my video. You might remember this particular video. This is done a few years back. It's for the site Archery Pro, and the questions raised were whether or not it was considered a spam site. Let's see.
Things at people and making
does
bold
sound good for you
accusations.
guys?
But there's something dirty happening.
Sorry,
And I
let's drop
feel
the
it's
volume a
my
bit.
duty to make people aware. There was a report on Reddit from a range in New York. A woman turned up with a new...
Alright, so that's the thing. So just check the volume there, because I'll be using that a bit later. Sorry for the big burst. I had to configure that a bit more correctly. But that was what I made several years ago. And the idea basically is that this service, Archery Pro, was a freaking mess. It was based around an online course that had a website that was linked to several other websites run by a person, and it was freaking terrible. So I actually want to show the summary here because it's ridiculous. I'm trying to figure out. This is a mess. This is a real mess. All right, I'll show you the summary. And I named it Recap, so it's being really clever. Now, this is one I want to show you, actually. We see the Udemy website with the straight shot course for beginners. So, that you've probably seen, or if you haven't, do check it out. It's got quite a few views lately. But check out that video. I'll link that right now, actually, once I get the thing up. So, if you want to follow that video, check the chat. That is the link for the original Archery Pro scam or spam video. I'm going to play the recap for a bit here, just for those who haven't seen this, to catch up on what's happening. So let's watch my summary.
They only get sent enough basic info so that Lesson Pro can make that claim.
Oh crap, by the way, I want to point out, in case you saw that, the price for the course at the time of the video was $97. Holy crap, that's a lot of money. Now, let's go back to our video.
A client was sold a personal lesson and a bow by a business called Lesson Pro. Lesson Pro was started by Rob Dunphy, who started GoSkate. GoSkate has the exact same business model and claims as Archery Pro, which Rob Dunphy also started. Lesson Pro promotes Archery Pro as the nation's leading archery program, but the Lesson Pro site does not directly link to the Archery Pro site, and vice versa. The Archery Pro site and Facebook page link or take content from freely available YouTube content, while the Udemy course contains a series of poorly made videos that are paid to view. Archery Pro makes numerous claims that cannot be verified or completely falsified. Archery Pro instructors are recruited by Lesson Pro through Craigslist, and no training or background checks are done, despite what the site claims. Archery Pro teaches the straight shot system, which is a fake method that is no different to the basics taught anywhere else. No matter where you go in this tangled mess, everything comes back to one person, Rob Dunphy.
Sorry, microphone was off. So yeah, that was the summary. And you can see that, yeah, Leona's got the exact same thing happening in Holland with Pro Archery Shop. So that was a little interesting, but that was the executive summary and recap of my investigation. So out of boredom, I decided to check out the Udemy website again. Now, I haven't followed Archery Pro for a bit, but it was interesting to see this. So I'm going to flip over to Firefox again, and this is the current website. Now, Udemy has changed a few things, but more interestingly, this particular course hasn't really grown that much, but it's been updated, and I thought it'd be nice to go through this again, because one thing that they've changed is that previously there was only one preview video, so there wasn't much there to entice casual Udemy users to subscribe and follow the course. But now there's more previews, so I'm not gonna actually buy the course, because that's, look, even though, check this out, right, it's a special 73% off, 15 Australian dollars, holy crap, and there's only 1 day left. I've got to buy, no, I'm not gonna buy it. So what I want to do is actually go through the preview material. Since now there's more material out there, I want to see what this actually offers us, okay? So what I'm going to do is go through the things we've seen before, some of the changes. We'll watch these archery tutorials together, and using our very basic knowledge, we may be able to learn something from these experts, because these guys from Archery Pro have far more experience than I do. I'm just a casual archer. I run a small club in Australia. What do I know about archery, right? So let's find out what this is all about. So let's first go through the basic details. Straight Shot Archery Course for Beginners, an online archery lesson which teaches beginners who to use I honestly haven't read this yet. I've only seen like one quick video, but I didn't even bother reading the title. That's off to a good start, isn't it? And we're going to piss over Red Zone. I don't need to. Red Zone's already crap. Back to my video. Okay, so that's a solid start. All right. So what's scary is that this has a 3.7 average rating. Sorry, yeah, it is 110. I'm so sorry for these guys. 110 students enrolled. Created by Krista MacArthur, Katrina Wilson. I do want to point out that when I originally made my video, it was Rob Dunphy and Krista MacArthur. Rob Dunphy has since been removed. I'm not sure what happened to him, but he's been just removed from this page. So no idea what's going on there. I don't really care too much, but the face of the scam that I highlighted has disappeared. So he's not there anymore. Let's keep on reading through this. Now the cost, as I said before, is 15 Australian dollars. Full price is 55. That's about the price of 2 archery lessons in a typical archery club, and they'll go for around an hour and a half, 2 hours each, and that's pretty normal. So this is the price of 2 archery lessons with equipment and training, and this is 1 hour on-demand video, full lifetime access on mobile and TV, and a certificate of completion. Whoopee, that's really useful. Wow, access on mobile and TV. Interesting. very interesting. Gee, I kind of wish there was some source of archery videos on the internet which you can access, you know, for your whole lifetime on your mobile TV. If only someone could think of a way to share archery knowledge online through video. So, what do we get? What will I learn? Recurve, compound, and crossbow instruction. Safe shooting, stance and positioning for a proper shot, equipment training, bow maintenance. Not sure what equipment training means, but we'll figure it out. Requirements, bow and arrows. That's nice. You obviously need a bow and arrow for this. And an arm guard. That's all you need. Isn't that great? So all you need is bow and arrow, or bow and arrows, and an arm guard. You need nothing else to learn archery from these guys. Alright. Description. Are you interested in archery but not sure how to start? Nice couple letters, by the way. Would you be so excited to hit multiple bullseyes in a row? If so, the course we are about to describe is for you. But what if I don't want to hit bullseyes? Is it really for me? Your teachers. As the teachers of archery to UCLA and several celebrities, we've put together our best tips. I've heard this before, right? Like, again, seriously, if you haven't seen my Archery Pro video, go and watch it. It's really fun. It's cringe because back then I was in my bedroom and I didn't have a proper microphone, but it's actually pretty fun to watch. This the how deep the rabbit hole goes in this scam. This is incredible. But let's get back to this. Let's focus. Archery Pro is one of the largest nationwide archery schools teaching thousands of students. Our lessons company has been teaching since 2009 and has taught over 15,000 lessons. We are a certified NRA Alliance business member. Oh, that's interesting. Archery Pro is not an archery school, by the way. It's an online, sign-up program. It's not a school. Online archery course. Straight Shot was designed by www.archerylessons.info, which is Archery Pro. It's another front, to supplement or replace in-person archery lessons. The videos are going to cover everything you could learn in lessons, plus a whole lot more. The great thing about Straight Shot is that you'll always have the videos as a point of reference. Wow, these guys are just so cutting edge. They're pioneering with their foresight. They've made videos which are just always available. Why didn't I think of that? The purpose of this course is to take a beginner through the basics of selecting the right equipment to maintaining, stringing their bow, to range setup, to proper form, to landing a bullseye. We want to take you through all the techniques that you need to learn from start to finish. Who it's for? This course is great for those who are learning archery for recreational purposes or for hunting. We will cover how to score your shots and how to aim accurately for hitting a bullseye or the big buck. Oh, great. You're paying them to tell you how to score. Okay, that's... if I could pay someone to teach me how to score, I would really appreciate that. I'm a single male. I need some help. Curriculum. We've seen this already. Kneeling and standing shots. Okay, cool. Bow types. Training for recurve, crossbow and compound bow, how to select proper equipment for each of the bow types, and this course was designed to relevant to a diverse group of archers. So whether you're just getting started or you need to brush up on your skills, this course is for you. Who is the target audience? Beginners, recreational archers, archery for hunting, recurve archers, intermediates, not for advanced. Well, I'm not really an advanced shooter. I reckon I'm kind of a beginner, so this course is just for me. Let's see what this course has to offer. So, as I said before, the only video that was on the site was how to tell if your string is upside down. Now, since then, the entire first chapter has been made, and from what I understand, it seems they've remade this. So in the last update in 2016, they've remade some of the videos, and I believe it's because Katrina Wilson has now become the second host. I'm not sure if she was part of the previous video 6. I haven't seen it, but there's now a new presenter for some of the videos. Now we'll go for a quick look through these videos, and you can see that there's getting started, equipment, the shot, and the final section. Okay, this is 1 hour of material. So what do you have? You have about like 2-minute videos or 1-minute videos, and there's 21 of them, 21 lectures or 21 videos, and yeah, okay. Someone spotted before that yes, I've got around 1,200 videos. Not of them are archery, of course, but I'd say around 300 archery. Like, that's a lot of videos. Jeez, I need a life or a wife. So let's go through. Actually, watch these videos. I'm really curious what we can learn about this. So let's see. Let's learn art together with Archery Pro. Let's do this, people. Oh, I remember him. It's Rob Dunphy. What's this one? Is this a trailer?
Hey guys, it's Rob here with Archery Pro.
Oh my goodness. There is like a promotional trailer for this. Wow. That is cool. Oh, Zach, you are loving this, aren't you? All right, let's watch the ad first. Let's do this.
And I want to go real quick over this new archery school that we've just created. It's an exclusive online learning tool.
Oh, this is the old website, by the way. This is quite an old video, but you can see the price there. This is the old format, but let's keep going.
For those who are just learning archery. And what this school is all about is delivering you guys the absolute best video instruction that currently exists on the net for archery. Besides the videos,
Sorry, I think I misheard that. Let me replay that. I won't drink my Coke this time. Okay, let's replay the last 3 seconds. I just hear that.
exclusive online learning tool for those who are just learning archery. And what this school is all about is delivering you guys the absolute best video instruction that currently exists on the net for archery.
Sorry, I seem to have hearing problems. What did he say? Oh man, this is comedy. I love this. I love this as confidence. This is Rob, by the way, back when he made the site. But you know, I feel bad kind of mocking him. But this is a scam, and this is the absolute best. The absolute best. Are you enjoying this? Because this is actually more fun than I thought it would be. Let's keep on going.
Besides the videos, you guys are going to be part of a community where you're going to be able to talk back and forth in the community, and also to the instructors, asking your questions and seeing others' answers. What's really cool about it is that we're going to go over all types of instruction, from the recurve to the compound to the crossbow. We're going to go over safe shooting. We're going to go over how to pick the right equipment, how to string your bow, how to tell you if your string is upside down. We're going to go over bow and arrow sizing. We're going to go over your proper stance, knocking grip, anchor point, how to group, how to shoot, how to score. We're going to do a whole bunch of stuff in this video course. We're currently at over about 12.5 videos that we've got up and coming into the system. We're going to have dozens upon dozens of videos and new content added in here all the time.
Sorry, I didn't have the thing on there, right? But you probably heard the audio, didn't you? Yeah. I'm gonna get back to play the last thing just briefly. So what he last said was,
Got up and coming into the system. We're going to have dozens upon dozens of videos and new content added in here all the time.
did you hear that? Dozens upon dozens of videos added all the time. Shalasa. This guy's obviously hilarious to the Genesis guy. Oh, that was classic too. Let's keep on
What
going.
you get in this
It's only been 1 minute 10 into the ad. Oh my goodness.
incredibly robust video platform with high quality and really crystal clear audio. By getting into the system, you're getting in with a one-time fee. So you're going to have access to all of our current videos and any updates that we put into the course as well. You're going to get an email with any updates, that any new content that's posted. You're also going to get an update with any new discussions that come into our discussion boards. Now, the platform itself, incredibly robust. By the way, everything that you watch is going to be marked here. So it's green, showing you that you've already watched this lecture in full. Next, you'll see something with a half circle if you started watching a video and didn't complete it. So you can easily stop the course at any point, go out, get lunch, come back, and just resume the lecture right where you picked off.
Okay, so if you need to stop halfway through your 2-minute lecture, then you can resume. I should point out, by the way, that from what I've heard, the Udemy platform is not robust because you have to listen to the entire video. You cannot skip anything. So if you want to gain a completion for the course, you can't skip things. I'm not sure if it's the case now, but that is what the case is now. I'll stop watching the ad because it's getting pretty boring now. Let's actually watch the previews. Now, again, I want to point out that this is not the full course, so I'm not violating copyright. This is what's freely available for preview on the Udemy website on the Straight Shot course. So that's my little disclaimer. But let us begin our learning process, and I hope that you too can learn something about archery. Let's begin.
Hey everybody, this is Kressler with Archery Pro, and this is the introductory video to all of the rest of our videos.
And my name's Rob. I'll be one of your instructors as well. I'm going to be sharing with you the proper flip placement that you need in order to shoot the bow. I'm going to go over some techniques and some tactics that are going to help you improve your archery.
I'm gonna do I'm gonna learn a lot from the way he presents, right? I'm gonna teach you a lot about archery and the way you place your feet so you can have the best shot. Sorry, do you want to actually hear the volume? Sure. All right, I'll boost the desktop audio just a bit there. Remember, he did, he did talk about how you have high quality audio, right? This is what I know. This is 2015. Bloody hell, this is like 4 years ago, 3 years ago. Not even that. Got 2015. You've got high quality audio. Come on, I spent more money on, like, you know, my microphone than they did for the entire video. So let's not talk about audio here. All right. Alright, I'm gonna play the video. If the audio is too soft, let me know, or too loud. So I'm trying to balance out the audio here. So let's find out what happens in the rest of this introduction. Let's keep on going.
Now, here's what I recommend. Every video that we share with you, the best way to learn this is to go out and practice the exact technique that we share with you in that video before continuing on to the next one. That's going to be the best.
I love this guy. So it has to do this. You gotta, like, squat down. So I'm gonna teach you the best methods of archery. Okay, I'm learning a lot from this guy. He's such a good presenter, such a great archer.
Way for you to get better. Now, as with archery, is as with anything else. Practice, practice, practice. The only way you're gonna get better with this is not by sitting inside and watching your videos. The best way is going out and shooting. Now, Kressler, what else?
Guys, someone already pointed out, but what the hell kind of grouping is that? Look at that. If you're gonna, like, if you're gonna talk about, like, accent, wouldn't you want to show the best grouping rather than, like, this trick shot in the corner of the bag? You know?
Different types of equipment that are options for you in the future. This one in particular that I'm going to be using for the videos is what's called the PSE snake bow. It's the exact same bow that we send to our introductory students that are taking our introductory course with Archery Pro. It's about a 25 to 30 pound bow, so it's not super heavy. Basically, it's good for ages 9 and up, and it's this.
Wait, did it say a 30-pound bow for ages 9 and up?
This is exactly what you get in your kit. You get the arm guard here, you get the bow itself, and then you get some arrows and then the quiver to hold the arrows.
I want to point out the chat bits before that, right? Who the hell needs a finger tab? Oh, where are
So
we?
that's what I'll be using in order to teach the videos here. Some of the things that we're going to be going over are crossbows. We're going to be going over compound bows and the different types of the pulley systems on the compound bows. We're going over the different ways to score yourself accurately, so as you learn to start shooting competitively, if that's something you're wanting to do. In the meantime, our main focus is going to be getting accuracy on this traditional recurve bow. So keep in tune, follow along in the videos. Try not to skip around because we're doing it step by step, just how we do our lessons. And there will be videos started. I'm excited to show you guys the...
Oh, sorry, I wasn't listening there. Okay. That's our first video. Oh, Morton, I'm just gonna jazz. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Does the bow come to the lesson? No, it doesn't. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's say I've paid $55 for this series of 21 videos for 1 hour lecture. So how much money have I spent so far? Alright, so someone do the math for me, right? So I've got $55, there are 20 videos. How much have I spent so far? That is, this has to be value. Like, I mean, you're not paying for the lesson. You're paying for the entertainment, guys. This is beautiful. Oh my goodness. So that was basically $2.80. So I spent $2.80 to learn from this guy in this one video. Okay. Wow, we need a drinking game for this. I've run out of Coke already, but we need to do a drinking game. So, the next video in this series is safety. So, let's do some predictions. No, oh, actually, they just saw before, this is the new presenter. I imagine that's Katrina, or Karina. So, I know Kressler and Rob have been cringeworthy. How is Karina? Alright. So, what are your predictions for this safety video? Oh, Katrina. Yep, what are your predictions? And just while we're doing this, I want to point out, this isn't personal, this is entertainment. At least what I'm doing is entertainment, not sure about these guys. But, what do you think this video will teach you? Now, as a teacher, part of what I do as a good teacher, so I hope, is to encourage our students to predict. Make predictions about the future. So, what do you think this chapter will be about? I'll give you a moment to have a look here. So, Bubbly Big predicts she'll be calm but clueless. Rampant misinformation. Perhaps something stupid. That would be good. So, let's have a look at this lesson.
This is Katrina from Archery Pro, and I'm here to explain some safety rules to you today about using the archery range. First of all, you want to make sure that you always stand behind the line behind the shooters. You never want to be in front of them, and you always want to make sure you never approach a shooter while they are on the line. The line actually is going to have 2 lines on the ground. It will be a waiting line and a shooting line. You always want to stay on the waiting line when you have shooters on the shooting line. You wait your turn back here, and then when the first row of shooters are done shooting, they will step off the line, and your second line will step up. You're going to have 2 line commands, which is line up, which means we are now allowed to pick up our equipment and arrow and shoot. This means that the range is free, everyone has come back. And clear means that we're allowed to go get our arrows. That means that everyone's equipment is down, no one is shooting. We can now go get our arrows. Okay, I am now standing on the waiting line. All our shooters are now back. I can now step up to our shooting line, which is here. 1 foot in front of the line always, 1 foot behind. And I'm always going to get in my stance right away. This is going to put me in the proper position so that my arrows are pointed downrange at all times. If I'm standing towards my target, my bow is now pointed towards my left. That means my arrow will now be pointed towards someone, and this could be very dangerous.
That's not bad, actually. That's actually not bad. Now, as someone who runs an archery club, this is actually pretty good advice. That was pretty solid advice. It's good range safety. Everything she said was proper. The range itself was no, it was a little cramped, but that was actually pretty smooth. You can tell this wasn't a scripted delivery. This is someone who runs archery as a professional, has experience running online. But that was actually pretty good. I think the only thing I'd say bad about it is the production value. Again, we're talking about high quality audio and editing. You can hear the camera operator. Like, obviously someone's holding the camcorder, and they're kind of fidgeting with the thing. So it looks tripod mounted, so it's not handheld. It's not that shaky, but you still hear that kind of really annoying thing there. Just that the hand tapping on, especially this, just the holding of the camera. So that's a little annoying, and unfortunately they're not using good microphones. It's funny because, I mean, I didn't use a microphone for the first 6 years of my YouTube channel, apart from this one here for the voiceovers. But ever since I used the lapel mic, it's been freaking awesome. But come on, these are professionals, right? I mean, this is literally something you can film on your cell phone and put online for the noise and all. So a lot of background noise, the audio's a bit unbalanced. It's not bad if this was a free YouTube video, but for something you pay $55 for, that's a little meh. So, but overall, the content from Katrina was fairly good, actually. So for those who predicted that she would be a really awkward presenter like Rob Dunphy, it's actually not. I think that was a fairly decent presentation for the most part. Could have been a lot worse, but that was actually not that bad. So, knowing that, let's get to the next one, eye dominance. Now, we know from the previous one that she's actually pretty good. Let's find out what she says about eye dominance.
What am I talking?
Sorry, wait. What the hell was the intro music? I know it's like probably royalty free, but huh. Oh, by the way, Player Hunter. 1 meter is actually fairly normal. I mean, it's considering space is a premium. Even on a shooting line outdoors at our clubs, we normally say take a step back, so 1 meter backwards. That's normal. You're not crowded. This is a beginner line, mind you, right? This is not a standard competition line. If you're doing competition rules, there's a much greater gap between the equipment line and the shooting line, because you need people to move up and down, you need judges, you need movement. For a shooting line for a club course, and especially for like an indoor course, you can't have like 3 meters behind. So I think that's actually not a bad thing in that case. And this is just like the line, like behind the line, not the amount of space that you have. But again, this is the beginner line, the beginner course. So I actually think that's pretty normal there. Back to the video. So the music was kind of weird there, but let's back to Katrina.
What you about is your eye dominance. You have to make sure that you understand what eye dominance is before you even start archery. This is going to tell you which way you're going to shoot. It used to be that everybody based it on left or right-handed. Now it's left or right eye dominance. Your eye dominance could be different from your handedness, so you have to make sure you get tested for this. I'm now going to tell you about how to test your dominant eye, and I can show this to you. What you're going to do is you're going to pick an object, you're going to extend both arms out, make the shape of a triangle. Now look at your object with both eyes open, Make the triangle as small as you can so you can just see your object. Now draw your hands back to that eye that you're focusing with. I automatically went to my right eye because I'm right eye dominant. When you draw your bow back, your peep sight is now in the center of my target. Let it go. And that's all you need to know. Have a nice day.
Okay. That again, the sound quality is crap, but the presentation was not bad. Spot on advice. No, it was really good. Of course, yeah. No, the people used to prioritize hand dominance, now to eye dominance. She demonstrated correctly, pretty well explained. It's funny how like Rob says don't skip the videos because the video skips half of things anyway. I think it's really bad editing. Really bad sound quality, really bad editing, but what you're saying is legit. I didn't think it was going to be that bad. Or this good, rather. Like, I started this live stream because I watched one video and I cringed. Alright, but these ones are actually okay. I'm gonna just give them, I wouldn't really pay for $55 for this. Because, you know, this is free. But, you know, I'm actually I was surprised here. That was good quality. So let's go through again the next chapter. I'm actually really fascinated. I'm genuinely fascinated. I was gonna bag the hell out of this, but this is actually not that bad. String maintenance.
Hi, this is Katrina from Archery Pro. Today I'm going to show you how to properly maintain your string. You're going to need some wax. This could be made out of silicone. You can get this at any archery store. And the way to properly maintain it is you want to make sure that you slide the wax up and down on the string, getting just enough on the string to cover it. Then you take your first finger and your thumb and you rub it up and down on the string just like this. You want to make sure that you rub it enough to get it warm to melt the wax into the string. You do not want to just let your wax sit on your string like this, because this is bad. All this is going to do is collect dust and dirt, and it's not helping your string at all. It's just sitting on top. So again, you just want to make sure that you rub that in just like this. And you want to wax your string pretty much anytime you use your bow. So every time that you get it out, you can just put a little thin layer of wax on it. It doesn't have to be too much. Now I'm going to show you what happens when your string is cut, or when it needs to be waxed also. So you can see here, this string is very, very frayed, very white. You see those fibers there? And what that means, that's a big indicator to tell you that your string definitely needs to be waxed. This string is literally drying out, and soon they're going to start, the strands will start to break. Now, if your string is cut, such as this is very bad. There's multiple strands here that are cut, and if this is on your bow, especially if you have a higher pounds bow, like a 50 or 60 pound bow, this string will not last. It will not take the pressure of the pounds on the bow. So you want to make sure that you get rid of this string, take it off your bow as soon as you can, because this is very dangerous.
Wow, people, that's actually pretty good. She's legit. Yeah, she knows her stuff. I mean, I think it's let down by the editing. They're not cutting the cam operation. It's really, really sloppy editing. So that was just, I don't know. I'm actually really surprised that it turned out to be pretty well. So what do you think, guys, so far? I mean, I think it's the last one from Katrina. Yeah. The advice on the waxing was spot on. You know, she described why you waxed. The fact that she had a string that was already prepared for the demonstration was spot on. That's actually a really good one. That's good, actually. So let's keep on going. This is actually not bad. Again, the the lack of production value or quality is a worry. But now I'm wondering, you know, she's a legit instructor. She knows how to shoot. She knows what she's doing. She knows how to explain it. How much is she getting paid for this? I'm being honest, you guys. I was expecting to roast the course. I didn't think it was actually going to be legitimate advice. I don't think it's worth it though, but still, this is a pretty good stab. Let's keep on going.
Hi, this is Katrina from Archery Pro, and I'm going to be talking to you about the differences between a recurve, a longbow, and a compound. This in my left hand is a recurve, okay? Recurve consists of recurved tips. This is what makes it a recurve, and also the string touches the limb here. You want to make sure that if you have a recurve, this is what it looks like. On a longbow, it's going to be one straight piece. It's going to be, the limbs are going to come straight back, and the string is not going to touch the limb. This is a longbow. Main differences between this is a longbow when shot is if you are holding a 40-pound draw, you're pulling 40 pounds completely. With a recurve, if you're holding 40 pounds, you are actually only pulling about 35 pounds. There's 5 pounds that those recurve tips give you. It's kind of a forgiveness. Then with a compound is much more technical, much more different. This one is going to be a lot heavier. It's going to have a lot more feet per second than the recurve or the longbow. Your compounds typically are average 300 feet per second. Your recurve longbows actually average only maybe.
Guys, she's actually doing all right. She's actually doing all right. Sorry, James Powell Chandler. All right, so just a quick little brief on what's happening. I did a video uncovering what I thought was a scam regarding this school, or this program. So it was 3 years ago, and I've just checked the course. There's some new material, and I'm just going through the videos to see how cringeworthy they are. And the ones featuring Katrina, which is the lady in the video here, they're actually pretty good. I honestly was going to just roast the heck out of these guys, but this is legit. Except the editing is such a letdown. Look at this! She's doing well considering what she's working with. She has all the bows, you know, ready to demonstrate. She can explain differences very accurately in a short time span. Unfortunately, for such a talk-heavy segment, you need quality audio. You can't just talk in a large warehouse and expect to be heard. But this is a scam. Name description. That, I think, is the true scam here. The editing has let her down. It almost feels like, you know, when you have those Howcast or Expert Village videos, where the people on the shows, on the episodes or segments, they're professionals. They run the courses. They actually do the activities. But it's the editing which lets them down and makes them look like morons. So that's a bit of a shame. But this is pretty good. Let's finish the trainer's video, because I think she deserves this.
150 feet per second. That's because of the difference in the technology of the two. Your recurve and longbows are still used for hunting today. Not very many people use them. These are mainly used for competition or just recreational use, just to shoot arrows. Compound is where you get into more of your technical, more competitive people, and also hunting at longer distances. Compound bow can be shot up to 100 yards or even more. When you're looking to buy, you want to make sure that you try out your recurve compounds to figure out which pound you actually need. When you're hunting, you need a higher poundage because you need to have enough force to be able to shoot an animal and not just wound it, but actually kill the animal. When you're shooting a recurve and you're just shooting for competition, you can have a lower pound and a comfortable weight for you.
That wasn't me, by the way.
Recurve, so a lot of people just stay down right around the 30 to 40 range when they're target shooting or competing. And a compound bows actually go up to 80 pounds. Typically the average compound bow is only about 70 pounds. When choosing a compound bow, there's many different varieties out there. You want to make sure that you can draw the compound bow. And also a difference with the compound is once you draw it all the way back, it actually just releases and it sets there, so you can just set in that mode for a long time. When drawing the bow, you always are drawing about 3/4 of the weight, and then when it's setting, you're only drawing about 1/4 of the weight. When choosing a compound, you always want to make sure that you draw the bows first. Don't just go out and say, I want a 50-pound bow, because you may not be able to draw it. Now, you can go out and...
Oh, what the hell was that? What? Oh, God, Jesus. Sorry, guys. If that busted your eardrums, I'm sorry, but I'm wearing headphones. There should be a headphone warning. What the hell was that? Whoa, sorry. Let's keep on watching it. I'm taking the headphones off. Whoa. Alright. Jeez. She's doing well, too. How do you stuff that up?
And go talk to a retailer and find out which bow is the perfect bow for you.
Whoa. Alright.
Everybody, this is Kressler with Archery Pro.
I think we're right then. Okay. Alright, we'll watch him later. But, whoa. Yeah. You're right, Bubbly Big. That was, it's like, they they don't... She usually balk. Oh my God, I feel so bad for her. As someone who is an instructor, and as someone who does videos like this, I actually feel bad for her. Oh my goodness. She was doing a good job explaining. Like legit, there's nothing she said I would criticize. She's done a good job, she's explained it well, but oh, the editing is so bad. Player Hunter, yeah, people actually pay for this? Okay. I think what I've got my head around is I don't think Katrina's videos are a new addition, because in the previous feedback for the course, they have complained about dropping sounds and missing segments. So I think Katrina had always been in the series. I've noticed I think they've removed a couple of things from the course. So they've changed the video outline as far as I don't know. I haven't checked the course. You might want to check my old video. But it seems they've removed Rob Dunphy from that list, and they've added Katrina as the other instructor, which makes more sense. So she gets proper credit. Because what did Rob do in this? Like, there's no Rob so far. I mean, this is the previews, but you know, like it's she knows her stuff. Yeah, I've got a feeling, Bubbly Boog, that it's Rob doing the editing. Because it's his style. You see his other videos, he does very similar things. The production quality is very low. But, I don't know, am I still calling it a scam? I think it is. Like, the fact that you are actually getting people to pay for this, something which you can make with your cell phone in 2015, that's the sham. That's the scam right there. And I just feel bad for Katrina, because she's an expert. She knows her stuff. I was skeptical because, again, I didn't watch the videos before this. This wasn't planned. I was skeptical because when someone claims to be an instructor for Archery Pro, I don't have a good impression of Archery Pro. Given the way they recruit people and it's all like Craigslist, like, you know, cash in hand stuff. But she seems to be legit. Now, I want to watch the last one. The last one is from Kressler. It's the only one that he's in. But that was the one that's free. That's been free all the time. But I've already seen it. You know, you might have seen it if you've watched the video. But let's watch one more together. Because this is such a world of difference. I know a lot of you in chat talking about this. But this is such a world of difference.
This is Kressler with Archery Pro. And I'm going to go over with you the improper way of stringing your bow. Now, I actually had the string on correctly. However, this black piece right here, which is the center of the bow, which is where you notch your arrow at, Notice when I notch the arrow, it is not centered perfectly in the center. It's actually on the upwards part of it. That means that your string's actually on upside down. So all you need to do, if that's the case...
Wait a second, wait. That wasn't too bad. Wait.
So all you need to do...
Wait.
It's actually on the upwards part of it.
Huh? Wait a second, that looks alright. Guys, am I seeing things here? Because that doesn't look wrong. I didn't pick this out in the video, by the way. That looks alright. Guys. I know I'm not the best archer in the world, but that knocking point looks completely fine. You have a bit above the knocking point to adjust the the knocking point. You have a bit below to cover the arm or the arm guard area. That looks fine. Yeah. Yeah, Chris does the guitar as well. Yeah, okay. Well, that's interesting. Let's keep on watching the rest of it. Because that was weird.
That means that your string's actually on upside down. So all you need to do, if that's the case, is to, of course, I've already shown a video on how to string and unstring the bow. You would just turn your string around. Make sure that you rotate the string a little bit so that you have some tension in there. We'll put this on the bottom here. Properly restring it. There you go. Now you're properly strung, so when I notch this arrow, you'll notice here that it is now in the center of the metal binding here. So
when I did this video 3 years ago, that was the Lemon Genesis Kid moment. That is the Lemon Genesis Kid moment, where he calls the serving the metal bit. James, are the videos longer than those preview samples? No. All the videos are 2 minutes long. It's 1 hour total. There are 21 videos, so that's what you get. You got served. Oh man, like look at the way look. That looks upside down now. It was right before. He had it right. Like there's nothing wrong with the other one. Let's go back a bit here. By the way, yeah, the step through. I've already roasted him for doing this in my other videos, so I'm not gonna say it again.
That means
but
your string's actually on upside down.
That looks fine. That looks like the perfect like serving. The size is right, the elevation is right, and then you come to this part.
Properly strung, so when I notch this arrow, you'll notice here that it is now in the center of the metal binding here.
That doesn't mean that it's correctly the right way up. It worked, by the way. There's nothing wrong with that, but that doesn't mean it's right. If anything, that's wrong.
So, my name's Kressler, and I'm with Archery Pro, and please stay tuned for more videos.
That was slightly awkward. That one scene was just holding him there. That's slightly awkward. He might be holding the... I was thinking the same thing to Marquito, that he might be holding the bow upside down. It is an ambidextrous PSC snake, which I might want to review one day. It's a pretty cheap bow. People could ask me about it. Wow. Yeah, sure. I'll put it in chat already, but I will upload the... I will put a link to the original video here. It's a really fascinating... For those who haven't seen my original video, this is 3 years ago. For those just joining me, it's a very good example of let's talk through this right now, because I might as well do it here. But let's go through what we just saw. Let's reflect. Okay, so we saw a bunch of free preview videos. The course is $55 Australian. At the current price is 15. That's about $2.80 per video. So, yeah. Oh no, they haven't changed it. They've changed the order of the videos. They haven't changed the actual videos, because that's still here. Because that was the one which bothered me. It's a really crappy thing. So that was it. A 1 hour on-demand video. You pay $2.80 per video approximately, or $55 for the course. Okay. Should I do that, guys? Should I start charging like premium for this? This is fascinating stuff. Like people pay, like 110 people paid for this. I'd be tempted to watch it myself, but I can't stream it for you. That's illegal, so I don't want to do that. I don't do that bad. I don't want to steal from these guys. They don't deserve this. Wow. I should start having this like monetary model for my videos where it's kind of like DLC. Like we have like I have this like free video. And then like you have like DLC, so you have like the base recurve module, but then you have the Olympic DLC, you have the compound DLC, you have horsepower DLC, and then you get loot boxes too. All right, and it's you might get a chance of getting the video that you want. $100 per video. 15 from a good hour laughing. You know what? I didn't even pay for this, right? So this is the free one, but that was actually more fun than I thought it was. It was nice seeing Katrina do a good job, and I think she did a legitimately good job. But yeah, I wish I could see more of Cressler, because that's the only video on the site which has him there. And that's a shame. I'm tempted to buy just to watch him. Alright, let's see the bios, by the way, because I've already criticized these in the other video. But the bios, so it used to be Rob Dunphy, but Kristen MacArthur, archery instructor to the stars. Chrysler is the master archery instructor who has assisted in the training of thousands, including several celebrities, including teaching to UCLA and Whole Foods corporate headquarters. Archery Pro is one of the largest archery schools in the country, and thousands of students enroll in the program every year. He grew up in using both compound and recurve bows in the mountains of North Carolina. He is a master archer and enjoys archery for hunting and target practice. Lars Anderson, eat your heart out. Kevin, welcome to our... What's this? So it's a double for the Lars Anderson res videos then? I was talking to Lars before actually, because he poked, we were having a historical discussion on my volley shooting video. Yeah, hi Kevin, I said hi before, but welcome to the stream. You have just joined us at the very end, actually. We had a very entertaining look through an archery course, so I do recommend you check this video when it comes back out. What else? Okay, by the way, Katrina, the one that actually knows what she's talking about, Katrina is an instructor in Las Vegas for Archery Pro. Has been teaching archery for several years. Oh, come on! Come on, it's not... God, that's horrible! Like, look at this. You have like the archery instructor to the stars who gets this huge bio, and Katrina, the one that actually does the work in the video, gets like one line. What is this? Oh, James, thank you. That is so good. Oh my goodness. Oh, the reviews. Oh, this would be great. Oh my goodness, got reviews coming up. You'll love this Northern Light. Okay, so let's get to the reviews of this. So, first one from Cindy. 22 days ago, 1 star. Course content is not in logical progression, and many lessons were repeated. The audio quality was inconsistent. You don't say, Cindy, you don't say. Oh dear. And many concepts were explained too briefly. There was no mention of the position of your knuckles or amount of tension for each finger in the explanation on grips, nor was the popular 3 fingers under presented. I would go back to the drawing board, restructure the course content, start with the history of archery exposed to presenting it near the course conclusion, and stick with only Katrina as the instructor. I will be asking for a refund if I had paid full price for this course. Yes, it was helpful. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is so good. That's good. Cindy, I'm gonna give Cindy a shout out somehow. Like, you know, if you're watching this, Cindy, and you want like a free video from me, like any request, just give me a shout. Like, give me an email. I'll make a video just for you. Like, you are gold right there. The stream's been going for about an hour now. For those just joining us, by the way, Kevin and Mr. Demonetize. So what we've been doing so far is that 3 years ago I made an Archery Pro scam exposure, and I roasted the hell out of this scam, and I've gone back to the original Udemy short course. If you want, I'll link it right now. Just so I'm already here, so I'll link it in chat for those who want to find out. So that's the link to the Udemy course. It's changed in 2016, so it isn't the same as what it was before. But it was pretty dodgy, and now there's more free videos to preview. I wanted to watch more together, and this is what we're doing so far. That's why we're having a bit of a chuckle on this. That was the read from Cindy. Cindy, thank you very much. Sharon Wang. There was some translation before. Who was that? I didn't understand the instructions. It was in English, but the instructor seemed nice and we're all handling bows. So I guess that's all right. Oh my goodness. Elias, I think this course is very informational. The instructors seem very professional and know what they are doing. Katrina does. Shun Lim, getting to know the history of the sport and learn the basics of archery is just phenomenal. Plus, you get to have tips from pro instructors, which will be helpful down the line in learning archery. Tutorial presented are just what I needed to get my archery lesson started. I will definitely share this with my friends and relatives who are interested in archery. Yes, all 100 of them. Gary King, I enjoyed the course, and the only issues I had was the sound quality. It wasn't the best, and it seemed like a few of the same videos played twice. Not in a row, but a video would play again in a different section. Like the intro video played again just before the closing one, and the grouping video played twice in different sections. For someone new who doesn't know a thing about archery besides the bow and arrow, this is a great pickup. Of course, mastering takes time putting into it. Oh, this would be good. Some of the videos were okay, but overall the quality was not course worthy. Felt like I was watching a free YouTube playlist. I'm insulted. I know what you mean. So it's like watching Howcastle Expert Village. Come on, we're not that bad. My free YouTube playlist is much better. Trust me. But oh my goodness, that was great. No, it's just right, absolutely right there. I felt I was watching a free YouTube playlist. The topics were repeated, referenced, but not covered or jumped around during the course. The audio went out for a section of the content, which we saw as well. Things that should have been edited out weren't, which we saw. One of the videos was only about 2 minutes, and then the rest was black music. Needs a lot of work to be an actual course worth paying for. The only positives were that there were some very basic things you could learn through taking classes from an NAA range the last few months. Something like that. Then 2 guys were positive as to a topic. Up the girl, she was really. That's a good review. I'll give it that. Wow. You know, like, how much should I charge for this, right? If these guys are charging 55 Australian dollars, which is around 50 US bucks for this course, how much is my value? Okay, serious question. I'm not going to monetize this at all, but hypothetically, if I were to charge for, you know, all my archery instructional videos so far, what would you value it as? This is a serious question. Okay, I'm not going to do it, okay, but out of curiosity, yeah, for all my archery videos, so all the instructional videos, not the gaming ones, not the War Thunder ones, not the practice ones, just the instructional ones. So everything, let's say, everything on the archery information playlist and everything on the archery equipment playlist. So, you know what, I'm curious. Okay, so because we're having fun here, let's actually talk through this a bit more. We'll go through the rest a bit later, okay? So, I'm not trying to, blow smoke up my ass, but hypothetically, Okay, since this is a bunch of this is like two guys, or Rob, who decided to make a video, a series, and he's charging like 50 US bucks for this. So let's say I'm only gonna take two playlists, just two archery playlists. I'm missing a lot of good content here, but let's look at this. All right, so I've got a lot of playlists, but I've got two. The ones which are most valuable are archery information, which is 120 videos, plus archery equipment, which is 70 videos. So in archery information, you've got all this. I'm not going to go through all 120 videos. That's crazy. But this is what you get in my free YouTube playlist. Okay? That's all the topics you get. You can scroll through it yourself. You've probably seen like all of these, knowing you. But that's basically everything I've got in my archery information playlist. And this is my main default generic playlist. I've still got like a lot more elsewhere, but that's what I've got. Jesus, more, what the hell? Okay, wow, right. Next is the archery equipment playlist. So that's 70 videos. Some interesting stuff there. So, all that said, what would you value this as? Now, given the benchmark for this, is 50 US dollars, or 55 Australian dollars. What would you value this? Yeah, Harry Tang has a point there. Like 50 US dollars is basically a club membership. You're absolutely right there. And we charge a bit more. Yeah, we do charge a bit more for annual stuff, but yeah, 50 bucks is like 2 lessons or something. Thanks, James. Audio view is wonky, then the reason sounds low. Yep, thanks for the translation for that one. Cool. Shay Rue actually has a good point there. Okay, again, I'm not trying to blow smoke in my ass, but a lot of what I do is to try and save people money. Things like buying the right bow, saving money for lessons. That's a good point there. Yeah, not on US. That sounds quite nice. Nice headphone. Thank you. Being good. I like the price of half a year's membership in your club. Do bear in mind that I don't profit from my club. I make zero from my archery instruction. It's kind of the reverse of a lot of like YouTubers, where like the YouTube side is free, but it drives people to the merchandise and to the services. I'm the opposite. So I make some money from the YouTube side, but I make zero in real life from archery. Yeah, sounds about right. 50 for beginner courses is about right. Felicia's a good point there. If each video was a short lesson, maybe 25 each, 30 each. Anyway, that was just a curious question. I wasn't going to make anything out of it, but let's get back to our reviews. This series of videos does show basic information necessary for learning to shoot a bow. I like that consistency and practice is emphasized. I would like to note that the quality of the videos is not very good. The audio quality varies widely and sometimes is covered by the music. Most of the videos are choppy. This one quiz asks a question that is not addressed into a video from a following section. On one of the safety videos, there is about 3 minutes of blank video. Only music is played. The video must still be watched until the end before credit is given for viewing it. I believe more time should be spent on determining a proper anchor point. Position on the bow arm while shooting should be discussed, including how to correct for bow slap. Having too much bow should be discussed. It should be emphasized how female should have proper stance, such as the string not anchored in a way that results in the breast being hit. Examples of good backstop should be suggested, so the arrows are not lost. It should be not. Yeah, no, this is a good review. Fair enough. Click. The teachers are great, and information is just what I need. Yeah, whatever. Great archery lessons. Thanks, Vickers. Oh yes, Cressler, the ultimate online guitar lesson. 25. What? What did he do? Master all the basics of guitar. 15 students. Okay. I like how... Wait, what? Wait. There's an 18-minute free preview called the Getting... What? Guys, do you want to watch this? Are you that curious? Are you curious enough to watch this this video? That's hilarious. What do you think, guys? Should we watch a bit of Chris's guitar? Because we got like 1 minute, like like introductions. But an 18-minute main lecture. I'm actually really curious now. Let's see what chat thinks. Yeah, I don't make money from archery. I spent so much time, like, you know, even today, like, after work, I went to the club, met some guys who weren't even members. I have a new member, and we had, one of the guys who's becoming a member, isn't a member. I brought my spare bow, brought my spare arrows, just we coached him for an hour and a half. He's making so much improvement. But the thing is, I can't take payment because I volunteer for the club. So, the club, if anyone gets money, it's the club. But even then, we don't accept money for things outside of hours. So, if I started a private coaching kind of service or business, then I'd be okay taking money. But the stuff I do isn't, like, I don't charge for it. Yeah, player hunter's a point there. Like it's basically the model. Like the what you're talking about for like how it works is the videos are meant to be a front to get people to buy your book or to go to your school. I've been um I've been trying to mentor one of my friends into. You might remember Lena from my interviews on Lena's Music House. That I've been trying to mentor her to try and drive her business because she's publishing a book and she has a school, but her online personas and visibility is really poor. So I'm trying to get her to be more of a socialite online, and that sort of thing is the money doesn't make YouTube doesn't make the money, but it drives people towards your service. But yeah. So I'm just reading some chat now. So I'm going a little around. Sorry. T1C T4C Gaming. My videos are monetized, but I don't make. But what I meant was that I don't make money from my real life archery coaching and instruction and instructing. I make money from the channel, a bit of money, but not from the from real life. I am curious. Oh, some people have joined the club because of my videos, yeah. But most people join other clubs because my club is kind of like, you know, not many people go there. Whereas other clubs around the city and the state and the country have had probably an increase in participation because of me. But again, the more people join my club, I don't benefit at all from it. Basically, it's more workload for me. Tic Tac. Oh yeah, it is Tic Tac. I knew that. All right. Okay. People wanted to see some of the video. I'm gonna showcase some of the guitar. I'm just curious because remember he's the guy that's the archery videos. Is he that? What the? Let's see how to tune first.
Hey everybody, this is Cressler with Lesson Pro, and I'm going to go with you. The first thing is how to tune your guitar. Now, a lot of people feel like you can get one of those clip-on tuners and you have to tune that way, or tuning with tuning by ear is a great thing. Tuning by other instruments is good. I'm going to teach you how to tune with a guitar tuner. Now, the guitar tuners that we sent to you in your kit, there are a couple different options. You see tuners with where you blow into it, and it's a whistle tuner, and you blow into it and you tune your guitar string to that tone in the whistle. But the most common one is using an application on a smartphone or you could buy a tuner from the store.
Okay, so you just paid money to this guy to tell you use a smartphone. Okay. Alright. Fine. I mean, the sound quality is better. I reckon Rob really effed up. If anything, Rob's the one who screwed the other series up. Which probably was removed. What was the main lecture? I'm just curious now. Wait, what? Hang on, guys. I'm sorry. I didn't change the video there. You gotta see this. So, check this video out. Guys. If you're gonna make a guitar tutorial series, wouldn't you want to be the one playing the guitar? Right? Why have a backing track as your first impression? Huh. Alright.
Hey everybody, this is Cressler with Lesson Pro, and one of the first chords I feel like is the most prominent chord that I have been playing in my music and since I started is the G chord. Now the G chord.
Oh, I see what he's done. Oh, look, okay. He has profoundly screwed up. What has he done? He has basically made his entire paid course somehow. What's he done? Now, these are videos. Is this like a document? Like, how is this 18 minutes? It adds up, right? It does add up. Yeah, it does. But he has made his entire course free. You can pay $25. No wonder there's only like 15 students. Because the whole course is free. Apart from the introduction. So the first part, which is meant to be free, is free, apart from the intro. And the second part, which is meant to be the paid section, is free. Wow. Seriously? All this stuff is you find online for free too, by the way. So not surprising there, but wow. Okay, that is interesting. All right, we're reaching our 1 hour mark for the stream, by the way. So I'm gonna call it night pretty soon because I'm working now. That's why I'm not making the stream videos as much with the stream making. There will be more, but I'm busy getting back to work. So that's working really well too. But that was really fascinating. So I think we'll end it there. I think we've covered everything we wanted to cover. Let's take some final questions. Because I think we've covered everything I wanted to cover. I might share an anecdote if people want to share. I mean, I've been approached to do videos like this for websites, very much like Udemy. And I've had really bad experiences with these websites. So just while we're getting questions to end our live stream, I'll share. I mean, I've had a few people ask me to write for them. I've explained it in some of my vlog videos. I've had people who don't know that much about archery try to press gang me into writing articles and basically working for a pittance. And it's kind of funny now that I'm like 20 times as big as I was 5 years ago when I first started, and the people tried to exploit me then, and now people don't touch me. I'm like, I'm not working for you. I make more money from the channel than I did working with those guys. So that is that's it's not nice, and all these things. It's really enticing. It's kind of like how people now use YouTube as a way to make money because they think it's easy money. Not anymore thanks to new policies, but things like Udemy, it seems like easy money. You go out and you film a video on your iPhone and you put it online and charge a price for it. It seems like easy money, and a lot of these things like Lesson Pro, I guess, There are other like numerous like lifestyle, self-help, self-learning websites which do the same thing. They basically entice you to or they want you to share something. If you're good at sewing, then you have to then you have a choice to make a video series on this channel or on this website, and you get paid some money from people who pay for it. So it's the same sort of thing, and often you get people poaching you. So if you're a new YouTuber, then you might get an email from some random website saying that, oh, we're this learning community. We want people like experts like you to make content for us, and you keep all your money, but it's other sort of stuff there. Yeah, it's. I mean, I didn't want to, because at the time I wanted to look at my channel, and that was the priority, and it was the right choice in the end. My channel's my brand. Everything I do is mine, for me only. I didn't want to share my content with somebody else. I didn't want to just copy and paste things. Alright, so probably questions from before. 42, what is the question? Oh, that is the answer you have right there too. Yes, the question. It's supposed to be life, universe, and everything, but that is not a question, is it? Shay Rue, thank you for the comment. You can email me. Feel free to email me. The address is on the YouTube channel. It is nu.sensei.archery@gmail.com. Or you can message me on Facebook. So do whatever you want to do, and I'll respond to that. James, you shot your first 10-10-9 from your new bow. What distance, by the way? That's a nice getting all golds. I have made a clicker video. Not sure if you've seen it. It's using the clicker. That's pretty obviously named. If you've seen it, just say so. If you haven't, then look it up. That's probably as far as I can talk about. There's not much else to talk about the clicker. I might do a bit more, but depends on what you want me to talk about. I have. You're right. I don't normally wear my NUSensei gear at competition. I can, and I probably should, but it's kind of like I still represent my club, and I don't want to think I'm above the club. So when the club goes together, I want to make sure the club is proud of what I do. So we bring something. I mean, wearing a NUSensei shirt doesn't stop me from competing or representing the club, but it's kind of like a solidarity thing. We're a very small club, and we're trying to encourage more people to have a go at competition. So as part of what I do is to be part of the club, wear the club shirt. Yeah. So NUSensei bucket hats. And people keep asking for merch, but I don't know. I don't like having NUSensei branded merch. I haven't really thought about it. But at the same time, it's like, well, if I design something, I want to actually make a damn good one. Not just like put my name on a hat. If you just grab a Sharpie, just write NU on it. Thank you, Felicia, for your well wishes. I'm trying to get more shooting done. I've actually shot more like this year, or the last few weeks, and a half, an entire like last 6 months. 18-meter, James. Wow. If you're shooting at the 4-centimeter face, 18-meter indoor, 10.99 or 10.9 is pretty good. You want another one? Okay. Thoughts and experience, but okay. Yes, James. You have given me a good idea, because I've been playing with my clicker. So I might do that in the future. Because there are a lot of significant issues with clicker usage if you don't do it right. So thank you for the suggestion. I will think about that. Oh man, speaking of clickers, my shoulders are hurting. I shot that for 3 hours today after work. I just got started working again. It's my first teaching day, and we went out after work and just shot. I didn't think I'd shoot that long, so I brought my horse bow, the 20-pound one, not the horse bow, the Ching bow, and just doing thumb draw practice. Really fun. But those who've read my Facebook feed, I did some shopping for school. I bought some whiteboard markers, some clips, and I bought an Istvan Toth Mongolian horsebow. Why did I do that? What? I mean, okay. Well, I have a reason. The reason is why not. Okay, because this is the thing. I have disposable income from my job. My lifestyle is a very low cost lifestyle. I mean, I work a full-time job. I'm not saying I'm rich. I'm saying I've got disposable income. But, you know, things like the channel earns money, right? So it makes sense for me to spend some of that earning back into archery, both to make more content for you guys, but also to enhance my enjoyment. And the Mongolian horse costs like $500 and $100 shipping or something plus arrows. So it's actually it's not that expensive for a good bow. So I was pretty happy to purchase. But why did I do it? I don't even shoot horse bows. But it's like, remember my dad hates me for shooting Olympic. He loves Mongol horse bows. Getting one, I might be accepted back to the family or something. But that was really fascinating. So that's going to come in. It's been shipped now. It's coming in a couple of weeks, I guess, or 1 week or 2 weeks. But I'm looking forward to receiving that, because that'd be really fun to shoot. I bought 41 pound because I should a 20 pound Ching bow. That's too easy. I should have like a 45 pound traditional recurve bow. So 41 pound, I should be able to handle it, and it should kind of reward shooting. What brand is it? Istvan Toth. So I'm looking forward to getting it. Player Hunter, what are the chances you see me international competition? Probably very slim. I don't even make like state level, let alone international. If I do, I reckon it's probably more likely I'll be in an international competition, but not in a competitive role. I might be like a commentator or some kind of like celebrity or something. I doubt I'll be actually competing. But who knows these things, right? Like if I take it seriously, I get back into shape. I'm starting a more regular exercise routine, because I'm looking at my photos of myself in my early archery days, and I was a pretty toned person. I had a pretty slim frame. Now I've got this like mid-30s bod going on. I'm trying to it's a result of my lifestyle. I accept that. But I'm getting a little unhappy with my body image. I might want to change that, and if I improve my fitness overall, I might find myself shooting a lot better. But I'm trying to fight age at the moment. I'm not as young as you think I am, perhaps. Video for weights on bare bow. I'll put more weights on. I don't know. Fitness techniques? I don't want to do fitness techniques. I'm not really interested in covering fitness. It's just more that, like, personally, I'm not in good shooting condition. So I just want to improve that. Oh, hey, you're talking about some pretty high standards there, Player Hunter. Alright. Any other questions? It's now midnight. I do want to wrap it up. Especially do some schoolwork, but we're carried away with the stream and archery practice. That was a lot of fun too. So take some last call for questions. Ask whatever you want. Gaming, archery, otherwise. Yeah, archery exercise techniques is an interesting one. It's one of those really big topics which I can't do quickly. There are things which I can do a talking head video and just cover like in 5 minutes. There are others which require a lot more. Yeah, Player Hunter. You watched my my stream of the World Archery World Cup. I don't play PUBG. Doesn't really interest me. I like the concept, but the problem is that when things become mainstream, it becomes less fun. I'm not really interested. Alright, do some final checks. Alright, well, I think we are War Thunder videos. I'm reaching the end of my reviews, by the way. I mean, seriously, I only wanted to cover tank reviews. I've done a few other spotlights. Okay, being serious, after I do the M60A2 Starship review, which I've already filmed, I just need to do voiceovers, I have covered every single American tank. Holy crap. There are a few special edition ones which I haven't touched, but basically I've covered every tank in the American tank tree. For the Germans, I've got the Raketen Jagdpanzer 2 HOT, the Leopard A1A1, the Big Light Panzer. Those are the free ones, and I still want to do the M47 and the Panzerbefehlswagen 4, the premium one. So that's basically about 5 tanks left. For the Soviet Union, I've got like 4 left in the free tech tree, plus around like 3 others in the premiums. 2 more for the British. 4 more for the Japanese, and that's including the SPAA. And I've got, sheesh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, 4 more tanks for the French, plus the SPAAs. So I'm down to my last 10 or so. I mean, it's taken me about 3 or 4 years to cover all my Warzone videos, but I'm nearly done. I don't really want to do more Warzone videos. I mean, I don't really play the game much anymore, apart from reviews, which is still pretty fun to do. Like, it's one reason to play the game again is to just basically review tanks. Yeah, I might cover a few things, but I'm not really interested in doing instructional stuff because Archery gets slammed too much. I can't be bothered dealing with the toxicity, I guess you'd say. Boltak, I'm a beginner. I have 28-pound limbs. I would like to get new limbs. How big a jump should I take? 34. 28 to 34 is okay. I wouldn't really go beyond 34. I mean, I would say 28 to 32 is a nice transition. 34 is okay. But above that, you're pushing yourself. You got to take it easy on that. Thanks, James, for the idea. I will think about how to do so. But I look forward to that video as well. Man, my shoulders are really cramping. That's a lot of archery practice. Okay, I reckon I'm going to sign out tonight because I'm in a bit of pain. Need some nice long rest and actually get some schoolwork done. But it's been fun. So, oh, question. Do you think it's worth using a thin piece of leather between sight block and riser? If you want to, I guess. The question is, do you think it's worth it? Alright, not me, what do you think? I don't bother. To me, the bow is a tool. I don't care about the scratches, if there are any. You see that typical like circular hole? Well, apart from that, I don't care. But the question is, do you think it's worth it? How's that for an answer, huh? Oh man, these streams are fun. We're getting like quite a few people, like 50 plus in the stream, which is pretty fun to do. Stream health is good, but yep, alright, it is now past midnight. It is time for me to go to sleep. We have a lot of work to do tomorrow, me especially. I might want to squeeze in one more review if possible, but otherwise, I'm done for tonight. So yeah, thank you for joining me. That was actually more fun than I thought. I will release this stream live tomorrow, for those who couldn't make the live stream. But wow, that was quite interesting. I still think the course is crap and a bit of a scam. But it wasn't as bad as I thought. I think Katrina did a good job. But Rob really screwed up on the editing. So anyway, thank you all for joining me tonight. There'll be more streaming for the strings later on. And perhaps some gaming maybe. But apart from that, thank you for joining me. I'll see you all next time.